Hello, you all beautiful souls who are watching this video and who resonate with what I share. It's a beautiful thing to share this network with you just by sharing this video, as we are very connected and becoming more and more connected. So this is pretty much the topic of today. I had a talk here in Denmark, where I live, for physically here in a place for people about the significance of remembering Atlantis, but more than that, on a experiential level, like through the soul, the cellular memory, and how it might help one to remember and activate and integrate one's multidimensionality here in this planet right now. And so I felt like I should make a small continuation of that talk, because I felt like the time wasn't enough and it would be too much to talk about that crystalline, what that basically mean, becoming more crystalline, in that talk that day, because there was so much information coming through. So it was a 3 hours event. Of course we had a break also like that, but yeah. So I felt like making a more specific talk, no matter if you were there listening to me or if you just found this video by chance. Of course it's not by chance. We attract who we are, so it might resonate with you. If you found this video randomly, so to say. So all of these things about multidimensionality, becoming more galactic citizens on this earth, with Mother Earth at these times right now, as we are moving into and becoming more these multidimensional aspects of us integrated in physical form, is a part of why people are starting to channel more. The word, where it comes from, it's a channel, it's a flow of energy, like water, flooding, like flowing water. So it's a channel. And if you think about that word, it means that your energy is basically more open and flowing. So, but no matter if it's open or not, the integration of that openness, to understand your multidimensionality and yet being on control of your energy, is very crucial at these times. And that's what it means to evolve into becoming more crystalline. Because you are integrating, when you're finding out these multidimensional aspects of you, in more flow of energy, in letting things through you, instead of trying to create something forcefully, but learning to live more with the universe from within you, and allowing yourself to become a vessel for the divine expression of your unique divine expression on this planet, because we all have our unique gifts and unique expression of our soul, and the full potential of that integrated in this physical form, in relation to the whole network that we are a part of with Mother Earth as galactic beings. So instead of waiting for the galactic teams to come down here on Earth, as many of us don't feel so much home in this planet, because we know that we are so much more than what we have learned to be in this human life. But now, as we are learning to take back our power more, instead of staying as victims or perpetrators because of these games in the human realm. So instead of that, taking it as a learning process and having yourself as a teacher in relation to others, and knowing how to shift the energies from within you, we are actually in that process, in that simple process of unlearning what we have learned, of recognizing our belief patterns and where they come from. And they're also loops from past lives, that everything we do in this life is repetitive in one way or another from other lives. So going to the root of it in this way, connecting to the quantum field, which is the information of your soul, the Akashic records, whatever you want to call it, is data that you have collected that is stored in your physical body that is related to right now in this life. So connecting to that inner essence on the cellular level in your body, and healing, letting go, and allowing your higher self to be integrated in the process of letting that blockage go in its own time by connecting to your higher self. And these things are always allowed more and accessed more in deeper states of relaxation. So no matter what you're going through, you can actually train yourself to let go in every situation. With letting go with the breath, for example, exhaling through the mouth, inhaling through the nose. Very simple. You don't need to do special techniques and exercises. You can actually just allow yourself to experience what you're experiencing this very moment, and relaxing into this, tapping into that field, the information from the experience on a soul level, and going through that healing process and upgrading the body, basically making space in the physical body. You feel it physically inside you also while you're going through these processes. So that all of these processes, we all have our unique processes, and it's supposed to be exactly as it is. You're doing what you feel called to, and you're doing what you're supposed to do, and we all have our different projects and different purposes to bring this remembrance through us on earth. And in all these processes about making space in the physical body is actually also integration of your galactic DNA. No matter how earthly or how galactic, multidimensional you are, you always have something that is related to your higher self. Your higher self is basically your connection to source. But we are much more than this, just our higher self, just this physical body. We have a connection. I mean, when people talk about spirit guides or the galactic team, higher dimensional plane, angelic team, the elemental beings that assist us here on earth, and Mother Earth in these processes, these are all part of your higher self. And getting to know these parts of you and making space in the body so you can release all these things that you are not, by relaxing and allowing the process. This can also be done with like people doing quantum healing. Also, just what I do is I call it soul journeys. Is based on the same principle that Dolores Cannon is using, quantum healing hypnosis, but I'm doing it in my own way, which is also opening the voice. So you are also, when you're integrating your higher self and another part of you through a memory where you were living with your gifts. It might be another planet in higher dimensional fields. It might be Atlantis or Lemuria, doesn't matter. Ancient Egypt, where you're living like this. That upgraded version you, when you are integrating that with a quantum field in these states, your voice is also naturally open, because your voice's expression is the expression of your soul, your authentic soul's expression, your whole body's beingness. So it's not just this chakra, it's the whole energy in your body. So these upgrading processes and integrating your galactic DNA, is your crystalline DNA, because crystalline energy basically means a higher frequency integrating physical form in as minerals, as we are also minerals. So these are also integrated in our water flow in our body, as we are. Most of our body is contained by water, and that water is also a transmission of energy, but also information. So as we are becoming more crystalline, it also means our channels are becoming more open, more flowing, the water is flowing more. And crystal energy also means positive ions eating out the negative ions. So when we are coming into higher frequencies on earth at these times, it's natural that our bodies are going through upgrades and cleansing processes, so that we can make space inside our body to integrate our higher selves and our other parts, our oversoul group, to become that, to become more the multidimensional aspects of who we are, integrated in physical form. So that's the crystallization process that we are on with Mother Earth, as she is also a soul, and our unique role to play on Earth with her is that process. So you can both call this becoming galactic citizens on Earth, and also becoming more crystalline. It's basically the same thing. The crystal grid, the crystal network, is what we were mostly very much connected to, and these were the projects in the times of Atlantis, in the golden times of Atlantis. When I talk about Atlantis, it was about our connection from within to the universe, with Mother Earth, our role to play. We just knew based on the experience and how to channel light, and how to we were so crystalline and connected to the crystal grid, the crystalline energy, so that we knew our own role, which elementals we were connected to, and how to channel that for the greater good, so without attachment. But because of the attachments, it was destroyed, basically, very shortly speaking, of that. And now these times are different when we are again tested. Are we giving our power away? Are we trusting something outside of us? Or are we integrating who we are and trusting the energy from within us? While we're moving more from within us, we're actually becoming also more connected. And that's where the crystalline grid comes in. And there are plenty of crystalline energies in the inner Earth. We travel to these places in other dimensions, in these soul journeys, to integrate this crystalline energy, and we all have our own unique connection to it. It's just connection to all that is, actually, and your connection, your role to play here on Earth at these times. And actually you feel it in a physical body, even though you're traveling to another dimension to integrate this crystalline and cleansing process in your body. You will feel it on the physical body too. So your voice will also naturally become open, because you can feel the change, the shift in your physical body, and more flowing and open energies. And with that, the crystal grid is so important to connect to from within us, becoming crystalline, because it's not only about an open energy channel, it's also the integration of it in physical form. So while you're integrating your multidimensionality, it doesn't matter how much you're channeling the galactic beings, the Pleiadians, Andromedans. Yes, we're, many of us, part of this, but the integration of that in physical form is the crystalline process. The integration of that in on the Earth is your in your unique way, is what you're bringing to the Earth. So because the Earth is crystalline, physical, and the crystalline energy is physical and higher frequency, so that goes together with integrating your higher self in physical form and your multidimensional aspects of you. That's how you help the whole world to shift from within you. So these times are not so much about changing the world. You will not have to save others anymore so much. That old savior complex that many of us healers have had is also outdated, because we need to become more who we are, all of the full potential of who we are as infinite souls in physical form, and the expression of that. So these are the explorations from within that we make in the soul journeys that I do individually with people, while opening the voice. It can be talking, it can be singing, it can be channeling overtones, doesn't really matter. The overtones are also like crystalline energy expressed as sound. So light is also what you experience inside your body by allowing, not trying to do anything, by allowing the dark or heavy, dense energies basically to move through you and accepting them, because there's no fear is delusion. There is no darkness, really. There is that experience, there might be, in order to it works as a catalyst for you to take back even more your power. The game of polarity is kind of like making us stronger. Yeah. So it's a big topic to talk about in a practical way. I hope that some of this made sense for you who are watching this, and If you're interested in exploring more of this, you're welcome to my online groups that I have. I call it Sound Healing Crystal Journeys, because we are integrating that crystal and energy in us, clearing energies basically, or what doesn't serve us, through the awareness in the body, and opening the voice, and channeling voice and soul songs that are all related to everyone who are participating. So you are remembering your soul's gifts through the sounds and through the soul songs that are beyond the logical mind, but more trusting the experience with that, and the cleansing process basically, in this deep relaxed stage that we travel into. So those are the groups that I have. The individual soul journeys are completely something else that goes much more deeper. But yes, this was just a share from the experience of what I experience myself with soul journeys, and there are a lot of beautiful stories to share about these, but I think that I will leave that for other videos. I also have a group in Facebook called Decoding Atlantean Crystals, and I write a lot about these soul journeys, the people who have agreed to share their stories, what they go through, these stories and integration processes with them. They are really beautiful to share. So see you in another video. Have a nice day wherever you are in the world. Bye.